I think I'm ready. Hi everyone, this is Matt's Amazing. I'm just making a video to explain why I'm taking a break from Guild Wars 2. You know, Guild Wars 2 is my baby. I post down below my stream, like 25 reasons why you should play the core game, 25 reasons why you should buy the expansion Heart of Thorns. And I just kind of wanted to make a video and kind of explain like why I'm not playing it right now. I wrote up a whole big paper. I'm not gonna try to keep reading or anything, but let me just go over some of this stuff and kind of go over like why I'm taking a break, why I kind of feel like I'm burnt out right now. And just to say, like, I'm a PvE player, so I don't really get into structured PvP. I don't really get into world versus world. I don't really get into raids. I'm more of a casual PvE player. So let's start out with a story. The story, a lot of people were looking forward to the story. A lot of people were looking forward to the story. I felt the story was alright. It was a bit short though, but I will say it's very worth replaying multiple times. You gotta play it three times on three different characters. I mean, gotta play through with three different characters so that you can get the faction back pieces. You know, there's a German Priory one. There's the three factions. So that's at least three reasons to play through it. It's the best way to get crystalline ore. You get like 40 something crystalline ore in like the last two story missions, and that's honestly the best way to get crystalline ore, bar none. And then you get bladed helm skins, you get Chak weapon skins, you get Orc weapon skins. It's really worth playing through multiple times just for those skins. It's the easiest way to get those skins instead of having Chak eggs to turn in, or instead of having to buy Orc cores, to craft the weapon to get the skin. It's so much easier doing it that way. So the story, I played through it 3 times. To get all the faction things. I've started playing the faction backpacks. I've started playing through it a 4th time, and I'm just like, I don't know if I want to play through a 4th time. All that kind of stuff. I've gotten all these story achievements but one, and that's Migraine. And I don't like it. It basically it forces you to group into 5 people, and it sets it to hard mode. And for achievements that should be soloable by yourself or with a friend or something, you shouldn't be forced to group into 5 people. Like, we're not talking about a dungeon or anything here. It shouldn't be a dungeon. Like, there should be a story. I just want to know the story, and it's this one last achievement I just can't get, and I don't like it. But I don't know if that's going to happen for a while, or if I'll ever get that achievement. I don't know. Talking about achievements, there's a ton of achievements on all 4 maps. They're really fun to get. I've spent the majority of my time going after those achievements. They're really good. They're really fun. I like them. I've gotten most of them now. The only ones I'm really missing are there's 6 adventures I still haven't gotten gold place on. So I have achievements for those. There is still some in Tangled Depths I need to get, because you have to. Well, it kind of goes into my next point. There's a lot of these achievements are tied to completing the meta on these maps, and that's good and that's bad. It's cool because it gives you reason to go in each time. In Orc Basin, I wanted to complete the meta on each of the 4 corners so I could get the achievement for all of them and stuff. But at the same time, the Tangled Depths meta was so hard, so difficult. I tried and failed, tried and failed, and tried and failed, and tried and failed. That I literally wrote a letter to Santa Claus asking him, please, all I want for Christmas is a completed Tangled Depths meta. And thankfully, I was able to complete it once. But you have to complete it multiple times to get all those achievements, and I don't know if that's gonna happen. I just don't know if that's gonna happen. I mean, I even joined a guild to try to get on a good Tangled Depths map. We had organization, and that didn't work out. That they weren't even a guild called Tangled Depths Squad or Meta Squad or something. Even they weren't doing it that often. They were like, well, are we gonna get one in today? Depends on if people log in. I mean, even the guild meant for it wasn't really doing it that often. I really feel like they need to make it a lot easier. I think these metas, they shouldn't require the entire map to complete. Like they shouldn't require 100% of the players on a map to complete. It shouldn't be like, well, we need to find a brand new map where there's 0 players in there so we can ferry all our players onto that map. It shouldn't be like that. It's like, I don't know. I think it should take half as many people. I really think they need to scale down a lot of these metas. Or at least make them in a way that so like people can help out in multiple areas at once, so that, you know, instead of requiring 20 people in 4 different areas, maybe you can have 20 people in 2 different areas, and then still give you some leeway so that there's 20 people in the 2 other areas can go over to the other 2 areas and finish that off in time too. But a lot of this stuff, like, you have to complete like in perfect time, like an Auric Basin. Like, you have to defeat all the 4 sides within like a minute and a half, or they'll just all regenerate and have part of their life back up. And in that case, you do need like a good amount of people on all 4 sides burning those Octavines down quickly when that time comes to burn them all at the same time. Anyways, I got all the ranger pets. Those were fairly easy. I had to Google where the tigers were, but I've kind of seen them before, so I shouldn't really need to Google it. But you know, there was 4 new ranger pets. I love the new ranger pets. They're so cool. I do think there's a creature or 2 that they could have made a ranger pet too. But other than it's cool and stuff. You know, I play, like I said, I played through the meta multiple times. Now, I mean, really, all I have left to do, now that I've got my achievements and I've done the meta so many times, I don't even really want to do them again, is work on collections. And I'd say one collection, I'll just load it up right now, to show you I've really enjoyed. I'll tell you the good stuff before I get into the bad stuff. It's the specialization collections. They are very cool. Whoever designed these, kudos, handshake right there, mister. Because they're cool, dude. Like, these are how collections should be. Like, 100% how they should be. Yeah, these could be a little bit better. I'll get into it in a second. But, so like, right off the bat, like, you get this just for, you know, starting your elite specialization. I think you get that, like, really early on. Like, maybe when you just, like, unlock it. Then you get these for just doing events. Like, certain events or certain bosses out in the world, you just get them, you know? You just kill them and you get them. And that's cool because it gets you going out into the world and exploring areas. And that's always good in yours too. Because the world is so vast to explore. And also, hey, you can actually use them for something. These are account bound accessories, exotic accessories. And you know, I didn't figure this out until like recently. But these don't soulbound on equip. They don't soulbound on equip. That means like you could like just swap them. You could just swap. They're like ascended. They're like ascended where they're always account bound, but they have exotic level stats. Still though, they're level 80. They're useful. I have 9 different characters, and not every one of them has a set of exotic accessories. This was useful. This was very, very useful. And so some of these like were really cool to get, and then other ones, you know, you basically had to level up your masteries, and I thought that was an interesting way of doing it. Stealth gliding, you know, exalted gathering, Nuhawk stealth detection, cool stuff. You know, yeah, there was like a barrier or a gate to it, but you know, it gave you another reason, just another reason to level up those masteries. And that's cool because masteries were like the big selling point in this expansion. You know, you have these masteries, you gotta level up the masteries. And there were so many different ways, and there's so many different reasons and ways to level up the masteries, you know. And then you got this for completing the elite specialization. So this, you just start the elite specialization. This, you complete the elite specialization. I'm loving it so far. And then you get this for getting silver in an adventure, not gold. So it's not like you have to be the best in the world this adventure or anything, but silver in an adventure, you know. I thought that was fantastic. Now, yes, there's some of these pieces you had to buy. Like this, you had to buy from an Itzel guy for a currency, and this one you had to buy at the very end of Dragon's Den for crystalline ore, which it's way too hard to get crystalline ore at the moment. You know, so yes, you had to buy some stuff. You know, but that's understandable. You had to buy a little bit of it. And then this one was cool. You just had to do map completion. You know, it's fairly easy, in my opinion, to get map completion on Verdant Brink. So I just got map completion on all 9 of my characters on Verdant Brink. It was fairly easy, and it was a cool thing, you know. The biggest subtraction here to me was the machined part, and that's because to do this you have to buy the plated weapon, which is very hard to get plates in the first place. Like, I've only ever gotten 3, and I've played the expansion heavily since it released. Then once you spend the plates on the weapon, it unlocks another collection, which I'll get into my little rant in a second. Let me find one of them. Oh, it's completed. Yeah, I've already completed one of before. Unlocks another collection. It says, hey, now you get to work on the machined weapon. So you bought the plated weapon. Now you have to buy more from the vendors. And this is leading into my big rant. And then you gotta use flaxseed to make an oiled part. Then you have to defeat. Oh no, this is a noxious boss. I think I got this from killing Mordremoth though. Like at the very end, I don't know. But so good in that it has like a really good variety of like things you can do. It really wraps up the expansion. You know, you're doing stuff in the world. You're leveling up your masteries. Yeah, you're buying a little bit from vendors, but you're doing adventures too. It's a really good thing. The machine part is dumb. There should not be collections within collections within collections. That's dumb. That is dumb. It should have been buy the plated weapon, and that should have been it. That should have been it. There should not have been another collection, you know, attached to this one, because that means when I have 9 of these elite specialization collections, that means I have to do 9 of the machined collections, which is not really, because there's some duplicates like shield and staff, I believe, but still there should not be collections within collections. And that kind of leads me to like why I'm burnt out, because a lot of these collections, they're dumb. Now that one was fantastic compared to these, but a lot of these are like this. You get something, and then you have to buy this from a vendor for currency. You have to buy this from a vendor for currency. You gotta buy this from a vendor for currency. You know, this randomly drops in one of the maps. Randomly. Not really randomly, but you don't know. You can't guarantee you're gonna get it, but so many collections require you to just buy these useless items. They're just absolutely useless. The second you buy them, you're just gonna sell them right back to them for like a silver, because they're useless. They're absolutely useless. The only point to them, the item only has value as part of a collection. That is dumb. That's dumb. How do you give us an elite specialization collection where every item is like interesting, or how you got it was interesting, you know, all that kind of stuff, you know, and then give us like stupid ones where it's like, it's just useless, it's just useless, it's just useless, it's just useless, it's just useless. Out of this collection, shut up. Out of this collection, 6 items, 5 of them you just instantly sell back. I mean, the only thing is you can use the plated warhorn as a weapon or something. I mean, it's dumb. It's dumb. And a lot of these collections I need, they're just the same exact way. I was telling you about the backpacks you get by playing through the story. Well, you know, let me see if I can find one. You know, you earn some of the items through playing through the story. These 5 items, sure. But then you have to buy this from a vendor, buy this from a vendor, buy this from a vendor. And every single piece, other than the original back piece, actually, I don't know, maybe the original back piece, every other single piece you'll just instantly sell away, because it's useless. It's useless. It's just collection pieces, just for being collection pieces. There's no point to them other than just requiring you to get them first, so you can complete the collection. I don't know. So I've just got a bunch of collections that just require me to buy stuff. So when I go to a vendor and I'm like, hey, let's see, I got 300 airship parts. Yeah, let's see what we gonna get today. We will get some stuff. We gonna get some stuff. Let's see, collections. 500. 500. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And each of the machined weapons are gonna unlock one of these things. and that's gonna be like another like 250 or something. I don't know. I think I've spent like on airship parts alone. I think I've spent probably 3,000 or 4,000 so far. And you'd be like, Matt, just shut up and just get the airship parts. And you're like, okay, I'll get the airship parts. Okay. You know what? I want to go get one right now. I want to get one. Boom, boom. There we go. Give me like 20 of them or something. Boom, 3. I got a big whopping 3. So when these items cost 500 each, and I'm getting a big whopping 3 on each airship container, it really just makes you not that happy. It really doesn't make you that happy. It doesn't make you happy. It makes you go, oh Lord, how many of these airship containers do I have to open? You know, and think about it, I've spent like 3,000 airship parts already, probably. You know, how many of those airship containers did I open? You know, yeah, you can play through the meta, but you know what happens when you play through the meta? You don't get currency. You get crowbars. Just like you get machetes. Just like you get vials of chak acid. Just like you get exalted keys. Like, I probably need an exalted key. No, I have exalted keys right here. Whatever. I'll buy an exalted key. You know? That's all you get by doing the meta is keys. And then you have to take the keys and go open up the chests. Okay? And that's where it just gets really just like why couldn't they just give you the currency for doing the metas? But instead you have to have the keys to open up the chests. But if you're just jumping into a meta, I'm just going to jump into and play through the meta. You can't earn any of the currency. So you're grinding the currencies. I mean, you're grinding the metas to get the keys so that you can hopefully open it up and get the currencies. It's the freaking most convoluted thing. It's dumb. It's real dumb and it's real boring. I mean, once I've gotten the achievements for completing the metas, I'm going like, well, maybe I don't need to do the metas anymore, okay? You know? Maybe I can just explore and have fun. And that's the absolute opposite of the truth. I have to just grind these metas. Grind them, 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 grind them. So I can buy these collection pieces. You know, and yeah, you know, there's cool stuff tied to the collections. There are. You know, if I do this, I get an exotic backpack. Which is needed. Let me see if I can find another one. Which you need the exotic backpack to open up the ascended backpack collection. Which, oh look, I have to buy more stuff from vendors. And more stuff from vendors. But how do I get this visual honor thing? Oh, complete the visual honor collection. Okay. What's the visual honor collection? What? I have to have all these skins to complete to get this one item? So I can complete... That's where it gets all crappy. It's just like collection within collection within collection, where you gotta get all this stuff and get all that stuff and do this all stuff and farm up the currency 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 and farm up the currency, and then to buy that and open up a new collection, gotta farm up the currency, and that's what the game is the expansion is turned into for me. And that's why I don't go like, ooh, I'm getting to log into Guild Wars 2 today, woo woo woo, let's log into Guild Wars 2. I don't get excited that much anymore, you know, because I know what am I going to be doing when I log in? I'm going to be logging in and grinding meta, you know. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm going to be doing. It's just logging in and grinding meta, because I need that damn currency to buy those items that are absolutely useless but they're needed for my collections. Like, you can get like 80% of the collection done, but you still gotta buy those few items from those vendors, because they just like they need a sync for that currency or some reason. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You can't trade the currency or sell the currency or whatever, but somehow they need like a humongous sync for it. I mean, not even talking about like Dragon's Den, where to buy the machete keys you have to trade in all the previous 3 maps currencies for them, which is dumb. Because it means like if you need the crystalline ore, which you need the crystalline ore for a bunch of things, you know, you basically have to sacrifice all the currencies you got on the other maps to get these machetes. I don't know. So yeah, that's why I'm taking a break from the game, because I'm just not motivated to log in. I'm not motivated to log in and do the grind. You know, I've gone through a lot of this stuff, a lot of the achievements. I've gone through the story 3 times, you know, but these collections are just so dang grindy. They're just so dang grindy. And I don't really have fun doing that, you know. I think the expansion has been amazing. I've enjoyed so much of it, you know. I think I've grown as a player and gotten better trying to face off against, you know, all the new critters that mess you up. You know, I've had to become a better player and stuff like that. You know, and I look forward to Living World Season 3, and I'm gonna come back and play it when Winter's Days comes out. This coming Tuesday. It's my favorite freaking time of the year. Winter's Day and Mad King's Festival. It's the best time of the year in the game. But until then, I'm just gonna take a break from the game. You know, I'm gonna take a break because, you know, I don't like this grind as much, and it's weird because, you know, I did a similar thing. You know, when the game originally came out, I bought the game, and I played you know, through the game all the way through Living World Season 1, and then at that point I was just like, you know, I'm just not digging it. I'm not digging it. You know, Living World Season 1 was very, it felt very grindy because there wasn't as much story in Living World Season 1, and it was more about these events that would go on in the actual game world, and you just had to go there and just kill enemies. Kill, 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 kill. Oh, another one spawned up. Kill, kill, kill. You know. And at that point I was just like, I'm not really digging it. So I actually took a year break from the game, and I came back from the game this past year, or this past summer, and I found Silver Waste waiting for me and Dry Top waiting for me, and they were amazing. I enjoyed every single second of them. I don't want to take like a year break from this game. I hope they like reel in some of these costs. Like, it should not cost you 500 or 1,000 of a currency just for one collection piece that you're just gonna throw away right after you get it. You know, why make the collections require so much? It's not even like they're difficult to get. You just gotta grind. So I don't know. But that's why I'm not motivated to log in, and I hope they reel some of it in. I hope they make the cost less. Either way, I'm gonna play it Winter's Day, and I'll take it from there. I don't know if I'm gonna be interested after Winter's Day or not, but at least I wanted to get a video out there and just try to explain myself and just try to get my voice out there so people will know. Maybe ArenaNet's watching this video. Maybe somebody that knows ArenaNet be like, hey dude, watch this video. You know I ain't wooden potatoes or nothing, but maybe some people on the YouTube like my video or something. I don't know. But I hope you're having fun in Guild Wars 2. I hope you're making good progress towards your achievements and collections or whatever you're working towards. And I'll see you later, everybody. Thank you for watching this. I know it's probably pretty long because I talk way too long. Way too much. See you later.